Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So first I have to apologize to the winners of the tarot giveaway. I'm sure you're not angry with me, but I haven't had the time to go and send you the decks that you won, but I will do that as soon as possible, I promise. And there is still one winner that haven't contacted me, so I will try and put another community post today and ask and remind that winner that she hasn't or he hasn't contacted me, and ask for that winner to contact me. And I hope that if it's not happening this week, that I will have the time to do another draw for that remaining deck that hasn't been won yet. And as I said, tomorrow there are the demonstration in Jerusalem, and I will be going there, and I will not stay the night. I will come back, but I will be very, very much exhausted. So the next day I have to go to the clinic, I have to go to work, but I will probably won't have any energy to do anything more than that. So I'm not sure what will happen in the next days, in the days afterwards. Whether or not people will stay in Jerusalem or not, whether I will have to go back there and support those people who stay. So it really does depend on what is going to happen at the time after the big rally is over, and to see what people decide to do when it's over. So I will keep you updated through the community post if you are interested to know what is going on. And so today I have listened to quite a few of the videos that I've missed in the few days that I was, well, not very much into what is going on. And well, I did hear someone say that Prince William wants to take Harry's title, at least his Duke title, but maybe all of his titles, but he wants to take his titles away. And apparently he has quite a lot of disputes with King Charles around this question. Now, the person that talked about it, I can't remember exactly who it was, but that person said that although William and Charles are not fighting about this, they don't have a big fight around this. They are not in any shape or form in any danger of having a rift between themselves because of that. But there are arguments, and there are disagreements. King Charles doesn't want to take those titles away. Prince William does. So I've decided to look into this from Prince William's point of view. So this is why I'm using nature tarot decks. Sorry. So this tarot deck is one of the best known nature tarot decks. It's called GAIAN tarot. It's healing the earth, healing ourselves. So this sounds like the best tarot deck to use for Prince William with the S Short prize. and everything that he's doing to heal the earth. So I thought that this is the tarot deck to try to tap into Prince William and the way that he sees the world and the way that he sees everything that is connected to his brother. So this deck I got secondhand. It's a very expensive deck, and this is the second installment of this deck. The first one is out of print, and this is not easy to get as well, and I got this secondhand, and that is why I don't have the box. I only have the book and the deck itself. So, but it is a beautiful deck with beautiful nature artwork, and it is kind of modern in a way, but also tapping into ancient powers as well, because it is about Gaia, which is Earth. And so this is what I'm going to try and do, to tap into Prince William and into what he really wants, and whether or not he's going to be able to establish what he wants, whether he will be able to convince King Charles that this is the best way forward. Sorry about that. Okay, so before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So the main setback or the main downright of this deck is that the cards are so big, and they are almost the size of my hand, and that's why it's so difficult for me to shuffle. But let's start with clearing the deck. And this is going to be a freestyle reading. So let's start by asking, does Prince William want to strip his brother Harry from his titles? Is it only the Duke title? Is it the Duke and the Prince title? Does he think that this is the best way forward? Does he have arguments with his father? What does King Charles think the best way forward is? And what can we expect for them to do next? So does Prince William believe the best way forward is to strip Harry from his Duke title and from his Prince title? Does Prince William have arguments with King Charles about the issue? What does King Charles think about this, and what are they planning to do to move forward regarding Harry? So as I said, this is a freestyle reading, so it's not with this kind of it's not a real spread, and I'm just going to take cards and see what is what are the energies regarding every question. So the first question is whether or not William believes that whether he believes that taking away Harry's Duke title is the best way forward. So I'm going to take two cards, and we'll start from two cards and see what are the energies, and see if we need more cards to clarify these cards. So the first two cards are the Four of Fire, that's the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a yes answer for a yes or no question. So if we're asking whether he thinks that it's the right way forward, the answer is yes. And the second card is Strength. So I don't think that we need more cards here, and I'll explain why. So we're just talking about the Duke title, and Four of Wands is a card that speaks about going out on a victory quest but enjoying the road. So for Prince William, he believes that in order to move forward, in order to get to that victory quest, but to get to that victory that is in the end of that quest, in the quest of the monarchy, in the quest of King Charles's reign, in order to get to that victory, they need to strip Harry from his Duke title. And the Strength card is about finding control within ourselves. It's about not only strength, it's about control. So Prince William believes that they need to regain control. That is King Charles, that is the monarchy. They need to regain control. And in order to do that, they need to start looking at the road and enjoy the road. King Charles needs to enjoy his tenure as a king. He needs to enjoy the things that he's doing, and they need really to enjoy the things that they are doing, and without all of the shenanigans that Harry is bringing to the monarchy, without all of the problems that he's bringing. So first of all, for Prince William, stripping Harry from his Duke titles is one step forward. It's about going out to this victory quest, but enjoying the road. It's about enjoying what they are doing, and it's about gaining control. And it's about, as you can see in this Strength card, there is a sun behind. And in the Four of Wands card, we see a moon behind. So the moon is the mother card, and the sun is the father card. Is a symbol for the father. So it's like leaving behind the mother, and going towards the father. So this is the balance between the mother and the father. Princess Diana is no longer with us. Prince William understands that. He understands that right now, as much as he loves his mother, as much as he wants his mother back, but he knows that his mother won't come back. And he understands that this is the time that he needs to give his father center stage. So this is about moving away from the energies of Princess Diana. This is about the need to not turn his back to Princess Diana, but it's about leaving her behind and moving forward. Because if Prince William wants to move forward, he cannot delve more and more at the death of his mother. You cannot stay in the past. Delving at the death of his mother is staying at the past. This is not a good thing for him, and he knows that. So that is the first question. The second question was regarding the prince title. So what does Prince William think about the prince title? And we are taking once again two cards. And the first card is the Two of Wands, and the second card is the High Priestess. So here we are getting another combination of minor arcana and a major arcana. And once again, this is a combination of a wands card and a major arcana. Both of them have the number 2. And this is a much less straightforward answer. Why is that? The Two of Fire or the Two of Wands is about going out on this quest to get your potential realized. But this is about being in a beginning of a road. This is about starting that road. This is really the beginning when you are still you don't have the ability to move forward. You still don't have the knowledge. You still don't have the qualifications. You still don't have the skill to go forward. So this is about really starting your way forward. And what we see here is two people that are joining forces in order to go forward, but they still lack the qualification to run forward full force. And the High Priestess is a card of secrets. It's a card of mystery and a card of secrets. This is a card of a lot of things that are behind this veil, things that we cannot know. So here, this is more complicated. First of all, taking away Prince Harry's prince title is probably a lot more complicated. And moreover, this could result with taking out or revealing secrets that the monarchy or Prince William don't want revealed. And these secrets are probably connected to the moon or to the mother, as you can see here. And High Priestess is a card that is connected to the moon. Usually with the High Priestess, we see a moon that is to her feet and a moon that is on her crown. So here we just see the moon behind the veil. So this is about revealing secrets that are connected to the mother, maybe Princess Diana, secrets that they don't want revealed. And these secrets maybe won't be revealed by Harry, maybe he himself doesn't know them, but these secrets will probably be revealed if they go forward to take away the prince titles. So this is not a very good idea. This is probably going to be a double-ended sword when you just use one end and you don't see that the other end can be used against you. So Prince William realizes that. So he's smart enough to understand that, first of all, they are not ready to take Harry's prince title. They are not ready to do that. This is the process is not ready. They are still in the Two of Wands energy. This is the very beginning of this road or this voyage to realize a potential. So maybe the process will be ready in the future, but right now it's not ready, and it may have very bad results as a result of uncovering all sorts of secrets that the monarchy or the royal family don't want uncover. So Prince William understands that, and he's not pushing towards that. Okay, so do Prince William and King Charles do they have arguments around the question of Harry's titles? And taking two cards. So the first card is the Three of Swords, Three of Air, and the second card is the Hanged Man. So that's another combination of a minor arcana and a major arcana. Now, the Three of Swords, it's a card of destruction and failure that is known in advance, and usually it's a no answer to a yes or no question. Now, the question was, do they have arguments around the stripping of Harry's Duke title? And the answer should have been no. But we need to look at the meaning of the card as well. And the meaning of the card is that there is destruction and failure that comes because of being unable to see reality. Now, when people are in the Two of Swords energy and they are unable to see reality as it is, they are unable to cope with reality. And when they are unable to cope with reality, they are brushing away problems. They are unable to cope with problems. And the best way to deal with that is to make a list of the problems that can arise from the problems that you are trying to not to see, and to be very diligent and to be, as this person is sitting and making a list of all of the things that can go wrong in order to be ready, in order to be to know exactly what is coming his way. But if you're not doing that, then you end up in the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is destruction and failure. And it comes because those problems were overlooked. So what I can tell you here is that they are arguing, and the arguments are around the fact that Prince William thinks and believes that the titles should have been stripped a long time ago. That this is something that should have been done way before the coronation, even before the Queen has died. And this is probably the main reason why they are arguing, because King Charles is very much heartbroken, first because of his mother's death, but secondly because of the way Harry has treated him and treated the royal family during the coronation, before the coronation, after the coronation. Everything that happened around the Oprah interview, the Netflix documentary, the book, everything that he has done. So King Charles is really heartbroken, and the last thing that he needs to hear is, I told you so. And you see, you should have been able to see that reality. You should have been able to deal with reality. You overlooked the problems, and you see now we have to do 1, 2, 3. And these are things that are very difficult for King Charles to listen to. And because of that, he is even closing more than, he's even being more, it's more difficult for him to hear, and he's getting even more closed, let's say that way. So he's closing his eyes even more, and that causes him to make even graver mistakes. So if King Charles won't take away Harry's title, that would be a big mistake, and Prince William is trying to make him see that, and maybe he should try to just make King Charles change his point of view, change his perspective, because this is what the hangman is telling him to do. So this is telling us that, first of all, yes, they are arguing about this. And maybe the hangman is here to tell us that the arguments changed a way of, maybe the arguments changed, well, from Prince William just telling King Charles, you know, you made a mistake. This was not the right way to handle Harry. That was a mistake, and you should have done 1, 2, 3. You shouldn't have done 4, 5, 6, etc., etc. Instead of that, and maybe, at least according to this card, Prince William realized that the best way to get to King Charles is by making him see reality in a different way. That is, making him change his perspective, change his point of view. That is what the hangman is all about. There are other aspects of the hangman that talk about being a sacrifice, feeling sacrificial, and maybe King Charles does feel that he sacrificed himself, and he sacrificed a lot of things in order for Harry to come and to be part of the family. But right now, this is about King Charles changing the way that he sees things, changing his point of view, changing his perspective, and getting him to see reality as it is, making him see reality and making him understand that there is no way back for Harry. There is no way to make Harry understand what he has done, and there is no way that Harry will ever ask for forgiveness. So they should just go ahead and move forward and cut the umbilical cord. But this is something that Prince William needs to be very, very, he needs to be very, how do I say that? He needs to change the way that he speaks to King Charles in order to make King Charles change his perspective. So that is about this. Okay, so what does King Charles want to do? What is King Charles's solution to the problem called Harry? And I'm getting the Guardian of Air and the 7 of Earth, which is the 7 of Pentacles. So it's interesting because guardians are queens in this deck, and the Guardian of Air, that's the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is the archetype of the person who is just what Prince William is, which is the person who has social responsibility, the person who cares for climate change, the person that will sacrifice his own family contact, his own family, how do you say that, family relationships, for the good of everyone. This is the person that is workaholic, the person who is very much a person that cares for social justice. So this is one thing. And then the other thing is the 7 of Pentacles, which is about disappointment, but it's about disappointment from reality and willingness to do whatever it takes to get to the truth. Now, if we're looking at what we see in this card, we see a woman that is digging deep to get to the root of this plant, or to plant things. She's just planting very small trees in a big wood, hoping that they will grow. So it's a woman who has patience because she is ready to wait for this plant to grow. And this is what the Seven of Pentacles is usually about. Usually we see in the Seven of Pentacles a person that is waiting for his pentacles to grow, a person that looks at the pentacles that are still not ripe, and he's waiting for them to grow. And that is why we're saying that he is, he's disappointed from what he has, because his pentacle hasn't grown yet, not to the full, they're not ripe yet. So, but he's willing to wait there and to wait until those pentacles will be ripe and he can pick them up. So the meaning of this card is about being ready to do whatever it takes to get to the truth. And this is about readiness to take chances. This is about a willingness to do things in order to get get your dreams come true. So it is about a person who lives in this fantasy world, a person that is a little bit daydreaming, a little bit not grounded, because it's like this woman who expects this small, I have to find a word for this, just one moment. Seedling. This small seedling, she's willing to wait for the small seedling to grow, to become this full-grown tree. But you know that this is not a realistic, it's not a realistic goal. But she's putting the seedling in the ground because she's willing to get to the truth. She's willing to put this in the ground and to make it a reality, to wait for this to become a tree. Even if it doesn't become, it doesn't happen during her lifetime, but as long as it does happen. So as a combination between the both of these, what can I say? I can say that King Charles, for him, his solution is, first of all, he's willing to do whatever it takes. And even if it means things that sound to us as fantasy, things that sound to us as daydreaming, as if he is not connected, as if he is not grounded. And he's willing to do whatever it takes in order to find a way back to Harry. So this is what this card means. And the Queen of Swords in this meaning, in this instance, is about utilizing his ability to be a person that cares about everyone and everything, a person who is, cares about social justice, about things that are not just his own family, but things that are so-called things that are Harry's things that Harry professes to be things that he cares for. So he is thinking about maybe this is a way to connect with Harry. Maybe I can find a way to connect with him on this level, on these subjects. And maybe this is a way that I can connect with both of my sons. And I remind you that this is from King Charles's point of view. And this is the GAIAN tarot, because Prince William, we know that he is not only talking about caring for Earth, but he also actually does things because he cares for Earth. And Prince Harry only speaks about it, but he doesn't do anything. So King Charles actually thinks that this could be a connecting point where he can connect his two sons, and maybe he can reconnect with Harry. But he's willing to do whatever it takes. He is willing to do even radical things, even things that make him look as if he is living in this fantasy world, but do things that are weird. And I remind you that all sevens are about getting out of the comfort zone. So he's willing to do things that are getting out from the comfort zone in order to reconnect with Harry. So these are the things that he looks as a solution, a probable solution to the Harry problem. Okay, so that is the tarot, and the oracle decks are also earthly or nature oracles. So the first one is the Soul Tree Oracle, and this is an Ascension deck. So it has quite a lot of cards, and each card has one keyword, and the messages are very short and very to the point. And what I want to get is, and the cards are kind of gloomy, so what I want is to see how Prince William really feels about his brother. So let's clear the deck. Prince William's real feelings towards his brother, Harry. Prince William's real feelings towards his brother, Harry. Okay, so the card that I'm getting is interesting. It's I am. So let's see what the message is. Okay, so let's say that for Prince William, he has cut off Harry completely. And this card says it all, because this card shows that for him, he is enough. This card is about a person that feels that he is complete by himself. This is about a person that is completely empowered. He feels that his relationship with his brother is not something that can be redeemed. This is not something that can be reversed. He is by himself. He is enough. He is not going back to a relationship with Harry, and he doesn't care what Harry thinks, not any longer. So this is about Prince William being on his own. This is what this card means. And the second oracle is the Nature Whispers. Another beautiful oracle deck. That is connected to nature. So let's finish shuffling it and clear it. And here I'm going to ask about the relationship between the three of them, Harry and his father and his brother. So let's ask it this way. So Harry's relationship to his father and his brother, from Harry's point of view. Harry's relationship to his father and brother from his point of view. Harry's relationship to his brother and father from his point of view. Okay, pause. Interesting. So it seems like he's not completely cut them off, but he feels that he is in a pause. Let me see the whole message. So the main message of this card is that Harry should take a moment to pause and assess what is really going on at his life right now, because he is holding on to control and not allowing many things, many blessings to come into his life. And he should take some time to take the opportunity to look into the unnecessary blocks that he created and the interference that is caused by multitude of energies, could be other people that are not helping him to move forward. So this is one way to look at this, and I think that from Harry's point of view, he really believes that his relationship with his family is right now in a pause. He thinks that he can resume it at any time, and he only needs to come and say that he wants to. Just look at the colors of this card, because the colors are not very bright, and the other cards here are very, very bright colored and not so gloomy as this one. And this is not a very happy card. It does look like he believes that this is a pause that he can just stop and go back to his family whenever he wants to. But I think that in a way, the realization is starting to come to him that at least William is claiming his own, and he's not waiting for Harry, not any longer. But just see these two cards looking at one another. It's just like this fairy here is looking at the tree here, and the tree is bent towards the fairy, and the colors are very similar, and it's like Harry and William both from each side of the pond, and they are not communicating and probably won't be able to communicate. So this is it for this reading, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you when I'll see you. Bye.